What's up, team? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. A nice short week, beautiful week at that. Getting some steps in, I hope. Coming on because I just want to let you know, hey, numbers are climbing this challenge. We're well over 50 at this point, which is awesome. Still a few days to get those last minute folks signed up. So coming on because there are so many new people that I've never coached before in this group, which is super exciting. I'm pumped to have a whole new set of faces to coach. I'm pumped to have all you other folks coming back for another round. So the way this works, guys, I'm going to be live in this group literally all the time. Me and Ashley will both be coming on live all the time to share tips and tricks and all the things. But for now, since a lot of you guys are signed up, I want to make sure that I'm jumping on here as you might be getting anxious as we head into like the middle of the week here. So number one, if you have not done your scan yet, we got to make sure you get scanned up. Shoot me a message, shoot me an email, whatever. We can get you in this week. I'm available Thursday. I'm available Friday. I'm going to be here like in the mornings and the middle of the day where I can get you scanned. And if I need to, I'll come in on Saturday and get you guys scanned up. We'll make it happen. Don't you worry. But coming on because I kind of want to explain a little bit more about this challenge. So it's probably different for some of you. Maybe you've never done anything like counting calories or counting your protein before, but that's what we're doing. And that's all we're going to worry about. We're only going to worry about counting your calories and counting your protein. And the reason for that is because we need to know how much you're taking into your body. And we need to know how many calories you're taking into your body if we have a goal of losing fat, right? The science of losing fat is eating in a caloric deficit, right? So that means eating less than what you're expending. So we need to make sure we're tracking that. And that doesn't mean that you're going to track forever and ever. It means that you need to understand what does 1,700 calories look like, right? That's important information to know. What does 100 grams of protein a day look like? And maybe once you get that like good frame, you won't have to track all the time. Personally, at this point, I do tend to track until about 3 o'clock. And then I know that I have about, 800 calories left. And I'm like, okay. So typically I stop tracking at that time. But for this challenge, I am recommitting to tracking all the way to the end. So those little things don't slip in, or I just make sure that I'm hitting my numbers all together. So anyways, all that to say that tracking might not be forever for you, but it's really, really important to do it for a little while just to fully understand what you're taking in. Make sure you're taking in enough. Make sure, those little bites or those sips of whatever you're drinking, whether it's an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or whatever, all those calories count, right? And it's important to know, especially if you're frustrated with your results. How come I'm not getting I feel like I'm eating chicken and broccoli all the time. Why am I not getting results, right? Well, maybe it's the handful of M&Ms when you walk by. Maybe it's the, extra large coffee from Starbucks or whatever. All those things add up, and it's really, or maybe you're doing takeout a lot, right? We can't really, it's hard to know how many calories are in those kinds of things. So just being mindful for a little while will help you, gain some control and a good visual of what your intake looks like. So all that to say, the science of fat loss is eating in a caloric deficit, right? And most of us have a goal to also maintain and build lean mass, right? Your muscle mass. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you're hitting your protein, right? We can't be going about business getting 50 grams of protein a day. That's ridiculous, especially if you're strength training. So you got to make sure, most of you, I don't think anybody on this group will have less than 100 grams of protein as a goal. And I have all the tips and tricks and hacks and all the things. And I'm going to share a video I just posted on the Get Fit page here in a second, so you guys can check that out. I have all of the hacks. I am the queen of making sure you hit your protein. So if you're struggling with that, make sure you reach out. So a lot of you guys are asking, how am I supposed to track, right? I'm going to give you 3 ways to track right now. Number one is, the first recommendation of how I did it when I started was just literally a note card. Like a note card that I carried around. It had a section for calories and it had a section for protein. So, when I'm eating something, I flip it around. I write the calories, right? We'll say 100 calories and then 10 grams of protein. And then the next one, 90 calories, 30 grams of protein, whatever. I'm just making up numbers, but it was calories and it was a protein. And all I did was just line it up next to each other. And then at the end of the day or throughout the day, I would add it up and see where I'm at, right? That gives you a good visual of all right, this is, am I able to hit my protein and stay within my caloric budget, right? That stuff is really important, and it might take some tweaking. I'm not might take some tweaking. It's definitely going to take some tweaking and some adjustment. And so you're going to use your first probably 10 days as like an adjustment period of being like, okay, maybe I'm going to swap this for that, right? And that's what I'm going to talk about a lot, right? You might be, for example, you'll hear me talk about like, maybe trading some turkey or chicken in place of like your beef or pork, right? Because your beef and pork are going to be higher in calories than your chicken and turkey, right? And the trade-off in protein is going to be about the same. So anyways, you'll hear me talk about all that. You can also use like a notebook, something like that. I personally did not for the first year and a half track where the food was coming from. I did not write chicken. I did not write protein powder. I did not write yogurt, nothing. I just tracked calories and protein. The reason for that is because if you're somebody who struggles with food guilt, food shame, blah, 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 whatever, and you might neglect writing certain things down because you don't want to address that, or you might look at it and feel some feelings like some guilt or shame when you see, say, Pop-Tart on your list. And instead, you're just going to see the calories and the protein. It doesn't matter where it came from. I don't care where your food comes from as long as you are staying inside of your caloric budget and hitting your protein. I don't care where the food comes from. And you should, to some degree, you shouldn't either. As long as you're hitting those numbers and you have a goal to lose fat, you're going to lose fat no matter what. Scientifically speaking, you are going to lose fat if you're in a calorie deficit. You're going to maintain and gain lean mass if you're hitting your protein. And those two things alone are going to impact and improve your body fat percentage. I promise you, it's going to happen. So you don't need to tie the feelings into where that food is coming from. Everybody is going to have their own values around food, right? I do not believe and will not coach rules around food. I don't care if you eat sugar. I don't care if you drink alcohol. I could care less. But if those are your values, right? You're somebody who's like, I don't eat added sugar. I don't like chemicals in my food. I don't eat processed food. I don't eat meat or whatever. That's you, okay? That is your value and you are entitled to your values. I am going to coach you on how to lose fat. How you get there, the foods you choose to put into your body to get there, I don't care because it doesn't matter. As long as you hit your calories and you hit your protein, you're going to get results. I eat processed food. You don't have to. I drink alcohol. You don't have to. You might not eat meat. I do. It doesn't matter. Those are values and everybody gets to have their own values, but there's no rules around food and I am passionate and very serious about that. So, if you ask me something like, am I allowed to have milk? Can I have dairy? I don't care. Eat it. Don't care. Stay in your calories, hit your protein, eat whatever you want. Go team. That's how I feel about it. So that is my goal for you, is to feel zero rules, zero guilt, no shame when it comes to food. You're going to be like, cool, I hit my calories and my proteins today. I'm a savage. Heck yeah, you are. So that's how I feel about that. As far as veggies go, personally, and I'm going to encourage you also, don't track the calories from your veggies because nobody is gaining fat from eating too much broccoli or asparagus or squash or zucchini or even acorn squash, which is higher in calories. You're not dropping body fat because you're eating vegetables. So don't track it. Okay. You're just going to drive yourself cuckoo bananas. Eat your veggies, colorful plate, go team. It's important. Okay. We need that nutrition as well. Don't bother tracking it. You're not stuck because you're eating too much broccoli, I promise you. So anyways, if you choose to use an app, by all means use an app. There's MyFitnessPal, that's a free app. People swear it love. Chronometer, that's another one. I personally use AppEdiet. It's AppEdiet. It is a paid app. I like it. It's colorful. It works for me. Has the barcode function and everything. If you use MyFitnessPal, change your location to living in like the United Kingdom, I think is the trick to making all the barcodes and stuff work. The United States took that away for whatever reason. But if you change your location in the app to be from the United Kingdom, then all of a sudden, ta-da, you can use the barcode again. If you choose to use an app, that's on you. But if it makes you crazy, don't use the app. Just go back to a note card and notebook. Like it took me well over a year and a half to get to like feeling good about using an app. Like I just started using an app in the last 6 months. Not even, last 3 months, we'll call it. And I was actually way more consistent when I tracked it on a note card and a notebook. So you do you, but I'm just telling you that you don't have to download no app if it makes you cuckoo bananas. you should have your resources, right? All the meal plans are in there. And when I give you your calorie range and your protein, there's going to be a specific meal plan to you and your calorie range. There's also all the cheat sheets, protein cheat sheet, grocery shopping cheat sheet. My favorite is the plug and play option, right? Because I don't like to cook, right? So it does all the math for me. It's like pick a carb, pick a protein, pick a fat. Ta-da, here's the calories and the protein. So do that. But yeah, use those resources. They are super helpful. And if you have questions, let me know. Again, we're kicking off officially Monday. So things you can do ahead of time. Sorry, my phone rang. Things you can do ahead of time is plan ahead, right? You can, write your meals ahead of time or whatever. Have your meals planned ahead of time and write down the calories and the protein, calories, protein, and be like, okay, where am I at? Right? What do I have room for? Where do I need to rein it in? And I have all those tips and tricks. If you are around tomorrow night, make sure you're following the Get Fit New Hampshire Facebook page. I'll be live there tomorrow giving a full class on eating in a calorie deficit. And talking about like different swaps and things like that you can do to help you stay within your calories and hit your protein at the same time. So that being said, I'm excited to get started on Monday. If you have questions, let me know. If you haven't scanned yet, get it done. If you did scan, you didn't tell me and I didn't give you your numbers, let your girl know so that I can send you your calories and your protein. Otherwise, guys, have a great rest of your week. And I will definitely pop on again before we start. Have a great one.